Japandroids are a two-person band from Vancouver, Canada. They were formed in 2006 and started gigging, sometimes creating their own events through frustration at not enough venues to play at. They recorded their first album in 2008, which they planned to release in 2009. But towards the end of 2008, they were convinced that as a band they were going nowhere, and they decided to call it quits. However, they did agree with their label to release the album, to do a self-release with no publicity. In March 2009, Pitchfork tagged one of their songs with the Best New Track tag, which gave them huge exposure, and their label persuaded them to get back together, and they are still going after 2 more studio albums, a live album and a compilation album. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was that first album, and it's my first encounter with them as a band. I would describe this broadly as garage rock, I guess. There's lots of guitar and lots of drums. Basically, there's a guitarist and a drummer, and it's pretty fast and quite thrashy. It's got a certain amount of skill to it. Definitely, it has some complexity at times. And it's produced as a kind of wall of sound. I'm going to use that word thrash again. It's just got this big blanket of sound. It's fairly lo-fi, which is why I've kind of thought of it as garage rock. You couldn't possibly describe it as thrash punky metalish rocky stuff, which might be a little bit more descriptive than what I've got. The singing's okay. It's fairly quiet in the mix. The lyrics are occasionally interesting, but they're far too repetitive. They don't seem to have a huge amount of ideas in terms of the lyrics. Overall, I would say I'm not a huge fan. There's occasional bits of interest here. Actually, most of it I find mildly irritating, not hugely. It would depend on the mood that I'm in. Some moods I'd be kind of okay with this. I'm not really sure what it was that Pitchfork was so impressed with. I guess they're mildly unusual in their sound, not hugely or shatteringly so. So it's maybe a slightly different sound to all the stuff that's around. It's not a sound that I particularly like. I guess I can see that some people would really enjoy this. If that's you, then good, go for it. So that's what I think. I'd love to know what you think, so please talk to me through the comments box. That's it from me for now.